Wow.
You know.
So you actually are inspired and triggered by things that you see in life. You chase it, and then these things actually happen. Because I also know that, and maybe you don't want to talk about it, but Paul Stanley is not your real name, but
Right.
Paul
Yes.
is because of your inspiration. Is
Yes.
that not true? That is Paul McCartney, right?
Paul McCartney, Paul Rogers, a great singer. When I was a little kid, I said to my parents, I hate my name.
What's your first name?
It was Stanley. So I decided to keep Stanley as my last name to retain some sort of connection to my past. But my parents said to me, well, you can change it when you get older. I don't think they really believed I was going to change it, but I did.
Were they alive when you changed it?
Yes. Yes.
Were they happy with that, or?
I think, Jewish parents, have a certain connection to their past. And look, I was baffling to them anyway. I was running around in tights and high heels, with white makeup and putting a guitar between my legs. So to begin with, I was a bit strange. But I think it was a little hard on them. I think it was a little hard on my dad.
What business was he in?
He was in office furniture. Very super bright guy who never really found a way to manifest his intelligence. He graduated high school at 16 and should have gone on to college, but his parents, pardon me, I think they kind of strong-armed him into working to provide for the family. And I think he was frustrated through his life because he was really a very, very innovative, very interesting guy. Probably 50 years ago, he came home one night and brought home Evian bottles that he had brought, in some import store. And he said, this is the future of, and I went, nobody's going to buy water.
He saw that.
Yeah. And he did other things just like that. And, I was like, Dad, you turn on the faucet, it's free. You're not going to buy bottled water. So
lo and behold.
So he was, but yeah, I think it was a bit difficult.
Were they proud? They had to be proud because being an attender of a Kiss concert, I can't imagine what that would feel like if that's my son. I mean, that crowd, and still to this day, that crowd is a rabid soul. I mean,
yeah, we were just playing 2 weeks ago, 80,000 people, 100,000 people, intimate 18,000 people. I think it was a bit difficult for my dad to see my success when success eluded him.
Really? You don't think well, then that you're bringing up something. I'm not telling you to lie down on the couch, but I will tell you as a father, I'm sitting here with my daughter. I want more for my children than I have.
And I agree with you. Nothing, pleases me more than seeing my children exceed what I've done in certain areas. And I think as parents, that's what we want. Look, people aren't perfect, and my parents certainly weren't perfect. And I think it was tough for my dad because instead of looking at my successes and seeing that he was a part of it, I think my dad saw it as a reflection of his inadequacies.
Wow.
Boy, we're getting deep here.
No, but I'm into, mental health is my whole platform, but I didn't think that we were going to get that. What about your kids? Are anybody interested in music?
No. I think, my oldest, he went to NYU to Tisch and graduated magna cum laude. So,
in music?
Yes. I mean, it's amazing because, again, the only way I could ever have gotten into a college was through the window. So
what does he want to do? What is he doing?
He does music, and he makes, I don't give him any money. I up until the time he went to school, he was delivering for a deli. So, I want my kids to not have that sense of entitlement.
What kind of music is he doing?
Very modern, although, very contemporary, although he started off as an amazing blues guitar player.
He's a really good guitar player.
He's a wonderful, and he's a spectacular guy.
What's his name?
His name's Evan.
Okay. And is that his stage name too? Evan Stanley?
Yeah, that's
Okay,
that's
so
what.
I'm telling listeners,
Yeah,
go. They can
he's
download.
actually,
Can you stream his stuff now?
yes, and he's also he's out doing shows now. So he's playing in Los Angeles, and it's. I'd like to see that work ethic manifested in all my kids. If anything, I want to lead by example. Your kids aren't really taken with what you tell them, but they're more taken with what they see. So I think my kids have seen that I've worked hard. I wrote a book more for them than for me, so that I was in a position where my kids could know my story, and know that it didn't nothing was handed to me. I worked hard, and I think it's reflected in them. My 16, he'll be 16 next month. Colin is in Florida right now in a basketball camp. He works out twice a day on his own, has nothing to do with being pushed. He shoots baskets all day. He's also a great student. And
Does
my,
does he aspire to be professional in
yeah,
basketball?
yeah. And I'm not one of those people who believes that, well, anything is possible if you work hard. What's possible is what's possible for you. If you work hard, you can achieve it. So for me, it's always been do a hard assessment of yourself, of what you're good at and what you are capable of. And then the hard work can pay off. If I had decided to become a mathematician, I'd be homeless. I had I had no ability in math. So
Wait, that's funny that you should say that, because there is and you would know that my daughter's a teacher. I've heard that there is a correlation between math and music.
well,
Have you not heard that?
well, I am the exception to that rule.
But there is something to. Have you not heard that? Am I
No.
alone on this?
No.
Am I
did-
alone on this?
No, I've heard the same. And if they're talking about addition and subtraction, then yes. But you get past there, and I'm in trouble.
So you've said you don't give your kids money. They're financially independent. But do you ever open doors for them, make connections for them?
I've done that, but
Yeah.
I don't have an issue with that, because to me, I can open a door
Mhm.
perhaps, but that door can get slammed also. I can open that door, but then you're on your own. So have I said, would you check out my son or whatever? Yeah, but they can slam the door.